right, there we are. Hey everyone, how are you? Checking a couple things. Welcome to Thursday's class. It's a double bounce class this week. I hope you're excited for it. Today we're going to get into some core work, and I'm going to be using the Bala Power Ring. So this is a 10-pound weight. I also have an 8 pounds. I might grab it as well for some of the exercises we're going to do. However, any dumbbell will do, really 5 pound, 8 pound, 10 pound if you're feeling excited. We're going to do some standing exercises. We're going to do some on your back, supine exercises, and we're going to take core work into more of an integrated, how do I say this? Perspective. Let's say it that way. Your girl has had a little bit of a blood pressure fluctuation over the past couple days, so if I'm a little slow today, give me your best forgiveness. No, we'll get it back. We're going to begin with our rebounder like so we can warm up our back. We all need it. So let's start standing with our hands onto our legs of our rebounder. You shouldn't have too much weight on here. If you do need it to be a little more sturdy so you can depend on it, put it up against a wall and you'll be good to go. Then take your feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to hinge at the hips and just reach the crown of your head towards the rebounder, and then lift through your spine and come all the way back up to center. And we'll do that a couple more times, hinging at the hips and then coming all the way up. And you just hinge as far as you can. It's about deepening your fold of your hips. It's about reaching forward, crown of your head reaching to the rebounder, coming all the way back up. That's it. And again, just warming up our hips nice and easy. And then we'll do one more time. Hinge forward as far as you can. Take your hands however you believe will be comfortable onto the rebounder for a little more balance. We're just gonna bend our knees and straighten and bend. Now as you're doing this bend and straighten, we are warming up our ankles, knees, and hips, but I also want you to think about the length of your spine, reaching through the crown of your head, reaching through your tailbone. Good. Bend and stretch. And bend and stretch, and one more time, bend and stretch. Good. Let's come all the way up. We're going to take a little step forward towards the rebounder. Have your hands on the frame of the rebounder. If your elbows can touch the legs, that kind of works best for me. And then just bend your knees so you feel your spine long in this position. And we're going to make a round spine and then extend our spine. So curl your tail under, lift up through the front body, widen your back, let your chin tuck towards your throat, and then lift your tail, reach your chest open, and then peek above the rebounder with your chest. We'll do that again, rounding, and as you're rounding, you want to think about the front of your torso, your abdomen, connecting to the back body, and then as you're reaching, it's the back of your body pulling through towards the front of your body. One more time. So the front gets shorter, more compact, more active. The back gets longer and stretches. And then as we reverse, the opposite happens. The front gets longer, the back gets more compact, and we reach up. And good. Let's come all the way back up to center. Turn to face me, take one hand onto your rebounder. The same leg as the hand that's on the rebounder goes in towards your side. Did I say that right? The opposite leg. Let's do it the opposite leg. Take it here. We're just going to take a side bend over, away from the back leg, and pull it all the way in. And we'll do it again. Reach and pull it all the way down. And stretch and pull it in. And 2. We want to get nice and warm because as the spine gets warmed up, we are always a little bit more equipped to move it and engage into our core muscles. Take your hand up now. We're going to rotate towards the rebounder away from that back leg and pull back. And rotate towards it and pull it back and reach and all the way back. And last one. And all the way back. Take your hands behind your head and then lift and back bend and come to center. So the little dynamic hip warm up that I always like to do. We've done a couple of different variations lately with it, and I just feel like it is a good one to get us going. Last one. Good, all right. Let's just swivel the rebounder over to the other side so I can keep looking at you. So we will take the opposite leg of the hand that's on the rebounder back, and then press a little tuck of the tail so your hip is long, take a side bend to the rebounder, pull it all the way down. And we go 4, and pull it in. 3, good. My energy was a little low today, and I said, you know, all I need to do is get into class. Let's rotate towards the rebounder, pull, and reach it back. And sure enough, I can feel it starting to just percolate a little bit. That is the greatest thing about exercise for mental health and any low moods in general. You get your body moving, oftentimes you can help it shift. Good, hand behind the head, lift your chest, and back to center. And again, 3, and 2, and here's our last one. Good, all right, come on up. We're gonna place our rebounder gently down, and then let's come onto hands and knees. So our first core exercise before we begin bouncing, though we are always using our core no matter what we're doing, is gonna be a kneeling lift off. We're gonna take our hands on the frame. Feel free to move your bungees out of the way if you need to. And then just find a long flat back. So we've rounded, we've arched. Now we're doing the back that's right in between. We're gonna inhale to let our abdomen fill up with air. So that means let go of your muscles. No tensing, no clenching. And then as we exhale, I want you to think about drawing the front of the abdomen towards your back body. So nice and strong. So it's like you're letting the skin, the muscles, the tissues of your belly fall into your shirt if you're wearing one. And then as you exhale, you're trying to lift the skin, the tissue, the muscles away from it by any means possible, even if you're just imagining it could happen, because this is a hard one. So let's do a couple more rounds. Breathing in, letting it go. Exhale, drawing it up. And one more, breathe in, let it go. And exhale, draw it up. And then from here, a little tilt of the tailbone. Walk your knees forward, tuck your toes under. And when we're ready, we're gonna lift either our knees up to the place where the bungees no longer have tension, or we're going to hover our knees off of the rebounder, okay? So take a deep breath in, little tuck of the tail to engage the lower, just bring more awareness to the lower part of the belly, excuse me, and then press down and lift up and hover your knees, or just let them rest at the mat. And let's stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. And then we can untuck the toes and just sit back towards your heels. I'm gonna get a quick drink because I'm losing my voice. All right, that's better. Let's come on down again. Right back to where we were, tuck the toes under, little tuck of the tail, and that's just to bring a little extra awareness to the lower portion. Try to get our abdominals to support us. Ready, set, and go. Lift the knees off and hover. There we go. Staying here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, untuck the toes, and then just round back. One more time. Come on up, tuck your toes under. Find your position, little tuck of the tail, push down through your hands and your feet, hold it. For 4, 3, 2, 1, release, and untuck the toes and round back just a little bit. Awesome. All right, shoulders over your wrists one last time. Bring your knees a little closer together. We're gonna send your leg back, toenails facing the ground. You've got a strong support of your spine and you're just lifting and lowering. We're gonna go pretty slow to start. And down. And lift. Ideally, we're trying not to let our back drop as we lift the leg up. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's happening today. Must be the allergies. Lift and lower. Let's go 2 more like this. Just to hip height, trying not to disturb the rest of the shape. Last one. Good. Now we're gonna bring it up here and then bend your knee, flex your foot, bring your knee into your elbow, straighten it out. Pull it in. So it's a little side bend. And we're trying to keep, I just caught myself, try to keep your foot up in line with your knee, which is not always the easiest. That's it. Stretch it back. Pull it in. Stretch it back. Pull it in one more time. Stretch it back and pull it in and stretch it back and lower down and just do a rounding of the spine for a moment. And then coming back to center, let's extend our opposite leg back, toenails facing the ground. We lift up to hip height and we lower down. And it's slow so we have the chance to navigate through our support for our torso. So remember, we talk all the time about the torso working as a team, front, back, side, and side. Lift and lower. Let's go for 4. Checking in with our hands, seeing if one hand has more weight in it than the other. And sometimes going slower is as painstaking. It just makes us pay attention, yeah? 1, and good. All right, lift it up. We're gonna pull it all the way into the elbow. We're gonna reach it back out. Pull it all the way in and reach it back out. Now, yeah, we're feeling our hips, but it's important to understand that everything's connected. And when the body's working in harmony and everything knows its job, then you get a little bit more effective movement happening. Good. Press. Bring it all the way in. 2. Press and 1 and press and pull it all the way in. Let's sit back. Let's shift over to the right, replacing your bungees as you go. Take your hands over to the left and take a little stretch here. Good. And come back through center. Go to the other side. All right, come back through center. Now we're gonna gather our weight, and before we stand up to bounce, which is coming next, we're gonna use our weight in a little core coordination exercise, core coordination. So stand on your knees with feet hip width or knees hip width distance apart. If you need to stand, you can. We're just doing it at a lower level for a little more control. We want our hips over our knees, our shoulders over our hips, and we want to feel like the front, the back, and the side of our torso are all lifted in length with each other, and then also connected, supporting each other. And we're gonna go through some what we call halos. Now, if you have a dumbbell, you're just holding on to the 2 ends of the dumbbell, so it's horizontal. We're gonna bring the dumbbell vertical over your shoulder, bring it behind your head, horizontal, bring it vertical over the opposite shoulder, bring it past your face and back down to chest level. Now your goal is not to move on the mat at all. So it will be more challenging with legs closer together. Take your challenge and let's go over to the right. Slow to start. Good. Bring it all the way down. Then let's reverse. So we'll go left. Now, when we're slow, it's pretty easy to stay still. You have a little more time to anticipate the movement. Going to the right, one more time slow each side. As we go faster, we're gonna try to minimize the shift front to back and side to side. Last time slow. Good, bring it behind the head. Bring it to the side. Bring it all the way to the front. Ready, set, go. We go around, back, keep it centered. You're in a plank position with your torso. Everything is strong. It's hard not to lean. Challenge yourself, really pay attention because these shifts are gonna be subtle. Whoa, but they're definitely there. And they just kind of wanna happen independently of what we're telling our body what to do. So see if you can feel that even weight. One more each side, around. Good. Last one. Everything's stable in the center. Good, and release. Take that weight up to your chest. From here, I'll go to the side. Find yourself in that same vertical position so you're nice and long. We're gonna press the weight away from us as we just gently hinge back. That might be a lot, it might be a little, and then pull yourself back together. Let's do it a couple more times. Reaching back and pulling all the way in. Reaching back with your body forward with your arms. Good. See if you can feel that connection through the front of the body. 3 and 2. That's it. And last one. Good. All right. Let's come on up off of our knees. Get ready to bounce. You can place your weight to the side. We'll bring it back up in a minute. One more little drink for your teacher. Little frog there. All right. Meet me up on the top. Let's just find the middle. I would say a hip width distance stance, narrow without bringing your legs together. So a little uncomfortable to start here, just so we can stimulate this core musculature. Bend your knees, drop down. We're gonna just bicep curl the arms up and press them down. Up and press them down. Lift and press. Good. All right, so we're speeding up a little bit in the tempo from the last song, if we can find it. There it is. So as you move your body, think about staying a little closer to the mat for the most control you have. Good. For 3, for 2, for 1, good. All right, here, heel toe your feet a little closer together. Find that nice compact position. If your ankles are collapsing in, take a step a little wider. Take your hands down by your side. Closed chain bounce here, just stay upright. Zipping up the front, reaching down the back, breathing as we go. That's it. See if you can make yourself a little bit more tall in the center. Excellent. So our first bounce that's going to leave the mat is simply here in a pencil bounce. Don't worry about the beat for this one. Just start to get a little air. And I want you to concentrate on landing in the same place, the same middle position of your mat each time. Nice and easy. Pushing down through the center, reaching up through the crown of the head. That's right. Enjoy it. For 4, 3, make those adjustments. 2, and 1. Good. Come all the way open to a wide position, and let's bounce balance here side to side. Good. So we'll get up a little bit more in the tempo by dropping down through our knees, our hips. Good. Rolling through the ankles. Good. Let's feel it. Down, 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 down. Good. Just keep breathing. You got it. We'll go single, single, double. Single, single, 2. 1, 1, 2. That's it. Keep it up. Pushing, reaching through the heel. For 2, for 1, and all singles, side to side. Good work. Pressing those elbows forward. We're gonna start to walk your feet in a little closer to tiptoe. You got it. Tiptoe is one of those ones where you can really roll through the ball of your foot, getting a little stretch on the underneath side of the arch, so make sure you're using your full foot here. Breathing as we go. Good. Bring both heels down to the mat and just close chain bounce. Pull those elbows back. You got it. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Reach your arms all the way overhead. Take a breath. Re-establish the length in your torso. Exhale all the way down. One more time. Big breath up. Exhale all the way down. Good. Bend your elbows again. Bend your knees. And we'll get ready for our next song. We're going to pull back, 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 back. There's the beat. Good. All right, it's a little faster. The question is, can you find your basic bounce? Just getting a little bit off the mat. Pulling those elbows back. Good. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 4 bounces to open and wide. So we go to the side, we come back in. We reach out, all the way in. Push, and in. Push, and in. Give me 4 more like this. And in, and out. Good. 2, and in. 1, all the way in. One more time to go out and stay. Hold it here. Push, push through those heels. Good job. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Let's recover, arms out to the side. We're gonna take our right heel, our left heel across. Tap, tap, bounce, bounce. Tap, bounce, bounce. Good. Good, give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side we go. Tap, bounce, bounce. Good. It's a little balance at the top. A momentary little tap, hold, bounce, bounce. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bounce, balance, side to side. Good. Excellent. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, come on, and 1. Both heels down. We're gonna tap the knee with the opposite hand. So we go up, 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 up. That's it. Join me when you're ready. Try to stay grounded. Torso is in the center even though your legs are out on the side. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 1. Good. Keep going. That's it. Breathe. Awesome work, everybody. Stay with it. It's all low impact today, but a lot of organization. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Balance, balance. Just slow to release. We're gonna get ready to pick up that weight again. Okay, so panoramic view, big open eyes. Grab a drink if you need it. Grab your weight next. All right, we're coming back up on the rebounder for this one. We're gonna be standing in a wide position for our first go round. We're doing some lateral flexion. So as your feet are wide, I want you to think about being inside of a toaster. You are the piece of toast, and the idea is that as you side bend over, you don't burn your shoulders or your hips, but instead you keep everything in as much in alignment as you can, all right? So feel your shoulders over your hips, ground your feet. Let's take your opposite hand behind your head. If it's too much for your shoulder, you can take it to your opposite shoulder. And then we're gonna go over on 1 and lift, lift, lift. Over, slowly up. And this should give you some time to organize at the top. Reach, lift, lift. That's it. Open up the side. Stretch and recover. Good. Nice work, everybody. We go for 4 and 3, 2, last one. Okay, switch sides, ground through those feet, roll the shoulders back, get back into the toaster if you've come out of it a little bit. Here we go. Reaching over, 1, lift, lift, good, over. And make sure as you're side bending, it's the whole side of the ribs, whole side of the hips. I got a little off on the tempo. 2, 3, we go, over, 1, that's it. Sometimes we can side bend more into the place that's tight. So if your lower back is tight, you can do a little more in the side bend on the back side. Just want to be mindful that we're trying to balance everything out. Go 2, and last one, all the way up. Really nice. All right, we're gonna do one more of each side with a little different tempo. 2 counts down, 2 counts up. We'll go down and lift, and 2. That's it. So a little more active, pushing strong into the opposite leg. So if you're bending to the left, push down into your right foot. If you're bending to the right, push down into your left foot. Good. Reach and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Reverse, other side. Open your chest. Here we go. Over and up. We'll go a little off tempo, so this is a little slower than what we want to be doing. Good. For any of you watching the replay, how are you? How are you doing? I miss you. Good. I do know that something about YouTube Live has been happening lately where some of the lives aren't showing up. So if you don't see the live stream going, sometimes if you refresh your screen, you'll find it on the next go round. One more time, over and all the way up. All right, release, relax. We've got standing balance. So we're gonna do this with our feet either hip width distance or hip socket width, so very close together or tight next to each other, inner thighs engaged. We're gonna take our chest weight up right up to our chest. Unlock your standing knee, so I'm gonna start standing on my left side, and then I'm coming to the ball of my right foot, and then let's just slide that right foot forward. So before we even start lifting, let's feel the control of the center. We're just gonna flex the foot, touch it back down. Flex it up, touch it down. See if you can drop your weight through that standing leg. Good. 4, 3, 2. Now you can choose to stay here, certainly, or flex it up and lift the knee and lower it down. You can keep flexing and pointing, or you can lift and lower. Good. Flex. Nice. Reach, and lower. Let's go 4 more, nice and tall. Can you get taller? Push down to lift up. Breathing, calm in our minds, able in our bodies. 2, good. And last one, and bring it all the way down and lower those arms for a moment. Okay, so even if we're wobbly, remember, we embrace the wobble. We want it to be a piece of learning, a learning tool overall. Let's bring the other leg forward. Your weight comes up to your chest. You're in the ball of your foot. Flex and point, lift and lower. And down, up, good. Keep going. Nice. Let's go 4 more right here. I'm just Easing into it calm, not shouting too many directions at you. Good. All right, if you're ready, flex it and lift it, lower it back down. Lift it up, lower it back down. Good. Use that weight, either push into it, pull apart from it, use it as something that can help you remember that strength of your center. You've got it. Good. Up and lower. Last two. Lift. Last one. Up. Good. All the way down. All right, rest for a moment. Breathe. Shift it wide if you need to, side to side. We're gonna go into a little rotation with the knee lift. And if that means you're just lifting your heel but keeping the ball of your foot connected to the mat, so be it. So we'll have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Weight at the chest again. We're gonna stand into the left leg and rotate towards the right knee and then come back down, okay? We'll go a little slower, even though slower is sometimes harder, it'll give you a chance to navigate. So push down through the left, lift and twist, recover, lower. Push, try to find that stopping point. It's not easy stuff. All that balance, yes. Push, lift and twist. Let the lift come a half second before the twist. That will help. Good. Push, lift and twist. Yes. Reach. One more. Good. All right, relax. Train helped me on that one. Gave me a little balance. All right, well, we go to the other side. We're ready. That's me talking myself into it. Here we go. Weight at the chest, push back through the standing leg, lift and twist. Back to the front. We push down, lift and twist, forward. Down, lift and twist, forward. Yes. Down. You got it. Four. Sometimes we have to be quiet in balances. 3, 2, whoa. Last one. Lift and twist. Come all the way back to center. All right, go ahead and place that weight down. One quick little bounce interlude. We're just about there, then we're taking it down onto the mat. So come meet me back up and let's just start marching side to side. It's always incredible when you take the weight out of your hands and after you've done some balancing work, at least what I feel is that I'm a little more solid during the steps, during the bounces. Good, give me 4, 3, 2. We're gonna go right into basic bounce at the break. So we'll go back. That's it. And just see where you're at. Can you land in the center? We go 4, 3, 2. We're gonna do 3 bounces and a heel. So we're going 1, 2, right heel forward. Left heel forward. 1, 2, 3, right heel. 1, 2, 3, left heel. Good. Right, left, right, left. Go back to your basics. Find the new tempo. Good. Let's go 1 center bounce, 1 heel. It looks like this. Center, heel, center, heel, center, heel. That's actually 2, but that's okay. Center, heel, basic, heel. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now just heel, heel, heel. There we go. You know it's coming. 4, 3, we're gonna switch side to side. 2, 1, heel to heel, go. That's it. Stay right here with me. Solid in your center. Home stretch. It's a few more minutes of bouncing to go, then we're on the mat. Take it to the V. Good. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low jog in the center. Catch your breath. Stay upright. Try not to lean back. Just enjoy it. 4, 3, 2. Take those jogs out to the V. That's it. All right, we're gonna finish this section with a little monkey run. Reach your arms up to the sky. Good. That's it, that's it. Awesome, we're here. 8, 7, keep going. 4, 3, 2, jogs in the center. Nice work. Good, take them out wider. Bounce, balance. Nice work, everybody. Calm yourself down for a minute before we get ready to step off. Good. Let those arms start to swing. Start to open your vision again across the room. You got it. All right. Release all the way down. Go ahead and carefully step off. We're gonna use our weights on our mat work. So we'll come on over. Oh, that's okay, Tracy. Hi. I missed you. I'm happy you're here though. All right, come on and sit down with me here. Feel that same upright position that we found when we were organizing ourselves with the ring earlier in standing. Shoulders over ribs, over hips. And we're gonna use the circle to counterbalance us as we roll down. So press your arms forward, start to roll back. Reach all the way back down and find the position where the circle is right over your chest. And then slowly allow the circle to reach back slightly. Just as far as you can keep your center connected. If you start to open and arch up your back, you've gone too far. And then from here, reach it forward, curl through, press down, and as you come back up to the top, we'll pull it into your chest. We're gonna do that a couple times. Shoulders down in your back, and then as you round back, reach the arms forward. I am pressing my heels down into the ground. Once you get your head down, start to reach your arms overhead, but keep your ribs pulling down to the mat, and then pull it all the way in. Curling forward. Feel the stretch. Lift it all the way back up. Let's go again. Reaching it back, stretching through. All the way over. Nice and far if you can, manage it. And then curling all the way up. We've got one more of these, everybody. Nice and slow. Most of what we've done today is a little slower for a little more control. Reach it back overhead. Good. This time, just bring it up over your chest and lower your arms for a moment and walk your feet up onto the rebounder. Ooh, this heat wave, feeling it. So we're gonna take our circle up over our chest and hold it there with straight arms. And then we'll do a progression. So first, lift your right leg up. And what you're gonna do is just open the right leg as far as you can out to the side without changing anything else. So your opposite hip is still heavy against the mat. Your arms are still in the center. They haven't counterbalanced. And then you're gonna bring it all the way back up. So let's do it a couple more times. We open, keep everything still, and then inner thigh closes. Hips are still heavy against the mat. Open it up, reach, and pull back up to center. That's it. And open nice and far, reach it out, engage back up to center. One more time here, all the way out. I know it can be hard to hold that weight up for a while. but do the best you can all the way back to center. Lower it down, release. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Same idea. Hips stay grounded, lift it up to tabletop. We open it as far as you can, and interestingly enough, some sides are stronger than others, right? So I'm feeling I have to work a little harder to keep my opposite side down as that leg goes out. Just concentrating on pressing the hip, the ribs, everything back against the mat. Good, reach it out. And pull it all the way back in. And again, reach it out. Pull it all the way up. And last one. Pull it all the way back in. All right, bend your elbows down. Okay, we put it all together. Now we're gonna take both legs up to tabletop, and both legs will go as far over to the right as they can and then as far over to the left as they can. And the goal is to keep the circle still the entire time. Think of your shoulders being equally weighted. So find that position, the same thing we were working on, and getting that lower belly really supporting us, all of your abdomen supporting us, but the little tilt can sometimes help you find it, especially if you're not sure where it is. So sometimes it helps me remember that there's more down there for me because I've had abdominal surgeries and scar tissue, so this can be helpful. All right, so your circle is up. We're taking the knees as far over to the side, which is not very far, and then pulling it back to center, and then go to the other side. Don't let that circle move. And all the way back to center. And we're really seeing some interesting imbalances in my hips, such as life. Ooh. Don't let it move. Don't let yourself cheat. That's right. Reach it, and send it. Couple more. Big stretch over. Uh-oh. Cheated on that one. Good. 2. And all the way back up. Last one. Reach. And pull. Good. Separate your feet. Place them onto your frame. I'm going to take my circle just across my legs. We're going to go into a bridge, pressing all the way up to the top, and then just rolling down out to the tail. Think of massaging through, lifting a little higher if you can, and then peeling it all the way down. Let's do 2 more. And the last one, curling under, pressing it up, rolling it all the way down. Good. Take your weight to the side. If you want to keep it on your chest, if you've got a circle that works, take a little twist with your knees to one side. Send yourself back to center and go to the other side. Come back to center. We'll take your feet down to the mat, press yourself up, curl forward, come all the way up to the top. Thank you for sending the cool air. We need it, Tracy. We do. Let's come all the way up to the top. It is very, very hot. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you feel a little more engaged, a little more lifted, a little more balanced, grounded on your feet. Remember that we're heading into August, which is the last month before we go to 3 classes a week. So if you are watching on the replays or regularly, let me know what you want to see. We're doing bounce on Monday. Wednesday is more of a class like this, which may or may not be bounce. It's going to be some level of integration of strength and flexibility, mobility training. Don't forget to check in why the moves matter to you today. Even if it was just a few, I hope you'll do the whole thing. And also, the last class will be on Thursday mornings. We're going to do a stretch and reset, so we really close out the week right. I hope you close out this week right. It's been a doozy over here, so I'll accept the fan, I'll accept all your cool Canadian air. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you on Monday.